Engineering, actually, I am an engineer. I am a proud engineer, first of all. But with respect to engineering, so I am strictly focusing on core engineering, which is say electronics, electrical, mechanical, and civil, right? So others are allied, which is software. I'm not talking about that right now because I will consider them as an engineer as well because the world consider them as an engineer. But right now I am focusing only on the core engineering, right? So because the Engineers Days celebrated for Vishweshwaraya, who is our first civil engineer in India, right? Who has built almost all the structures which we are enjoying right now with respect to South India at least, right? I can split into these many sectors, right? So after independence, before independence, there were engineering, right? Engineering is nothing but this core engineering, be it civil, architecture, mechanical, whatever, right? Particularly in South India, we are one of the most versatile engineers the world has ever provided, right? So be it the big temple from Tanjore to Mahabalipuram, right from Mahabalipuram, which is built by Pallavas, to the big temple which is in Tanjore, where I sit with the nearest proximity, right? So I always amazed to see you can visualize right from how they've planned and how they've executed, right? Because I've traveled across the globe, but still I always proud of Indian, particularly South Indian architecture with respect to the engineering they have developed, right? So then fast forward British era, which is East India. There were lots of things which has developed, which still stands tall across India. But after that, I could say after independence, right? So there were more kind of focus were on agriculture and maybe the sea level fisheries as well, right? So but engineering, to be honest, India is much lower than where it might be superior to other nations like Germany or Japan or the Western countries, right? Even China, because as you know, China has has done a commendable job in 1980s 90s to switch over, because India and China were almost in the same stage, right? But China were capitalized. It's only because of the government, and they have like almost 70% of the world's goods is exported from China, right? But India is at least 20 years back right now, but we are still keeping up. But the problem in India is, see, we are traders globally with respect to silks, say silver coins, so spinning wheels, which is developed in Mughal era, and shipbuilding, each and everything, we are almost pioneers compared to China, right? But still we are not that far, only because what I feel as an engineer is there is no innovation happening here. Yes, innovations happens here, but how much it is commoditized, how it is exported, how far we have built a global product, right? So it's very minimal. We are good at in the service level, right? But we are not that good in with respect to product level, because see, can you name one product one hardware product where India is a global leader? We cannot see any brand, right? We cannot think of any brand. You can think of Reliance or Tata or Bajaj, where they do lots of exports, and these three companies contributes to the most of the majority of the exports in India, right? But apart from that, it's nothing. So only in pharma we are exporting a lot, but other than that, it's still we are leapfrogging with respect to other countries, with respect to China or even Mexico or Vietnam, who are all compared to them, we are very well ahead in the infrastructure and everything, right? Still we are relying on, to be honest, in the service economy, right? So compared to the data, what the data says is we are second in telecommunication, we are third in automotive, we are fourth in automotive production, third in automotive sales, and fourth in automotive production, and fifth in like 50% of the mobile in India, which is manufactured or being exported, which is good signs right now, right? But henceforth, why India is there and the global economy is, right? You have with the UK we have signed 0% tariff contract, and there are lots of things which is booming, right? With respect to EV parts, lithium-ion batteries, we are seeing lots of semiconductors, and especially in South India, right? So we are seeing Hosur as almost like a EV capital of India, and it will transform as EV capital of the world as well going forward. And the solar cells manufacturing, everything is coming, but still there are lots of potential to grow, right? And overall the global companies as investing in India as well, but still we cannot, with respect to semiconductor, we are still relying on three major countries with respect to Taiwan, Vietnam and China. Yes, it is still the processes are there, like companies like Frigate, we are trying to leverage those vendor base in India and make sure that exports is happening. So I am very proud that we are doing something, and we are very proud that we are also backing, we are also helping some other Indian product companies like Unbox or Galaxy or Idea Forge, Stone Bow Imaging, you have E-Plane, Agnicool, Grey Orange, Ati. There are lots of companies in India where they are developing global products, be it Aether. So lots of companies, ultraviolet recently. So that's happening right now. But what I prefer is, there are student innovations happening, but almost 0.01% is commoditized right now. That's the first problem I'm seeing. And the second thing is, even because the students are also like they are bound to something, they have to be financially strong in such a way that they have to develop those products with respect to that for 3-4 years, then only can get a very good product. And the product development at IP is still we are lagging. So the number of patents we are signing compared to China and US, it's almost, I guess I don't know exact number, we are only 2% compared to what China is doing currently, right? And the special purpose machines building, right? So if China is doing that scale, it's all about because of the special purpose machines and the ecosystem they've built with respect to the the product and the assemblies and the sub-assemblies. And the third thing I stress upon is the quality, because Indians always have the mindset of chalta hai, right? So it's not that, right? We have to, if you want to build a world-class thing, it's the quality is in the mindset of the people, not in the papers or not in the documents. If a machinist, if even a designer want to build a product, right, it should be in his mind, not in the paper, right? So that's a one thing which I want to stress it again. Yes, there are lots of challenges, but still as an engineer we are very proud being in India and following our forefathers like Vishweshwaraya. So yes, that's what my thought process is. And to all the engineers out there, happy Engineers Week, and have a great year ahead. Thank you. Let's build it in India for the globe. Thank you.